Being a dad can be one of the most rewarding experiences in life. Let's be honest, but it can also be incredibly stressful. From juggling work and family responsibilities to managing finances and dealing with the unexpected, the pressures of fatherhood can be a bit overwhelming. I'm not going to lie. In this episode, we'll share 6 effective strategies to help dads manage their stress level. These are things I do in my life, and I found they work for me, and I think they're going to work for you as well. And I promise this will improve your overall well being as a father in your daily life. Let's get into it. Here's the $1,000,000 question. How do men like us reach our full potential, grow into the men we dream of being, while taking care of our responsibilities, working, being good husbands, fathers, and still take care of ourselves? Well, that's the big question. In this podcast, we'll help you answer those questions and more. My name is Brent, and welcome to the Fallible Man Podcast. Welcome to the Fallible Man Podcast, your home for all things man, husband, and father. Big shout out to Fallible Nation. You guys make these episodes possible, and a warm welcome to our first-time listeners. My name is Brent, and I am the Fallible Man. Now, being a dad can be one of the most fulfilling experiences in life, but it also comes with its own set of challenges and stresses that makes it a very unique experience. From providing for your family to juggling work and personal life, it's easy to feel overwhelmed and stressed out. Let's be honest. I mean, it can be really stressful. The good news is that there are effective strategies that dads can use to manage stress and improve their overall well-being. In this episode, we're going to share 6 practices, strategies, whatever you want to call them, that every dad can incorporate into their daily routine to help reduce stress, boost mood, achieve a better work-life balance, because we could all use that, and more. So sit back, relax. Let's get started on this journey towards a happier, healthier you. Now, the first strategy I want to share with you is exercise. Now, if you watch this channel, this probably isn't a big surprise, but regular exercise is one of the best ways to reduce stress. The scientific data is in, not that nonsense you see spouted on the evening news, but actual science. And exercise improves overall health and reduces stress. So here are some benefits of regular exercise for reducing stress. A, it reduces your cortisol levels. Exercise can help lower cortisol levels, which is the hormone that is released during stressful situations. It releases endorphins. Physical activity releases endorphins, which are natural mood elevators. They can help combat the negative effects of stress. It improves sleep. Regular exercise also improves the quality of your sleep, which is important for reducing stress levels. It also boosts confidence. Engaging in physical activity can boost confidence and self-esteem, which can also help reduce stress levels. So how do we incorporate physical activity in our daily life? Because I know as a father, that became much, much more difficult for me because I used to be a gym rat all the time, but kids complicate lives. And the older they get, the more active they get, the more it's got going on. So how do we incorporate this in our lives? Well, first, schedule it in. Make sure and schedule it in. Make exercise a priority by scheduling it into your calendar or planner, just like you would any other appointment. 2, start small. You don't need to spend hours at the gym, right? I had to learn that as a dedicated gym rat because I like to spend 2 or 3 hours at the gym. That's not practical as a dad. To reap the benefits of exercise, start with short 10 to 15 minute workouts and gradually increase the length and intensity as you feel more comfortable and as you fill out how your schedule is going to work for that. 3, be flexible. If you can't make it to the gym, find other ways to incorporate physical activity into your day, such as taking the stairs, parking farther out, or going for a walk during your lunch break. That was one I utilized a lot in my IT career. Is I would eat lunch while I was still on the clock because I could do my job and eat at the same time. And I would take my 30-minute lunch and I would walk and listen to an audiobook. Number 4, find an activity you enjoy doing. Exercise shouldn't be a chore, and it certainly doesn't have to be. Find an activity you enjoy, whether it's dancing, swimming, hiking, incorporate it in your routine. Go play tag with your kids. They'll love it. You'll get some activity, I promise. Try getting a workout buddy. Having a workout buddy can help keep you accountable and motivated and can make exercising more fun. Remember, even small amounts of exercise can have a big impact on reducing stress and improving overall health. So, those are some great ideas. Here's one I want to throw at you you may not have tried before. Incorporate your kids into your workouts. Now, a huge shout out to Carrie Shaw. If you're not familiar with Carrie, she is the wife of Brian Shaw, world's strongest man, 4-time champion, blah, blah, blah. But her Instagram used to give me some of the greatest ideas about incorporating my kids into my workout or using them, honestly, as weights or to increase my workout. When I could only work out at home, Carrie Shaw's Instagram was just a great inspiration for that, because as a mom with 2 young kids, she was doing exactly that. She works out every day religiously, and she used her kids as part of that experience. It was very cool. Guys, the second strategy I want to talk about is taking breaks. Taking short breaks throughout the day is essential for recharging our mental and physical energy. Many studies have shown that our productivity and our focus decreases after prolonged periods of work. Taking short breaks help us regain our focus, boost our creativity, and reduce your stress levels. That's something they don't talk about very often when they're talking about this, right? You've probably heard this strategy for being more efficient at work. Well, it reduces your stress levels as well. Short breaks can come in many forms, including stretching, taking a quick walk, chatting with a coworker, or simply closing your eyes for a few minutes. These small activities help break up the monotony of work and give our minds and bodies a chance to rest and recharge. Well, the same techniques apply at home. Taking 5 minutes out here to have a conversation with your spouse, or taking 5 minutes out here to take some deep breathing, or to just go into a mental space for a few minutes, or do something you love, can really help tune things up for ourselves emotionally and lower your stress levels. Here are a few quick and easy relaxation techniques that you can incorporate into those short breaks throughout your day. You can do deep breathing. Taking deep breathing is easy, right? Inhale 4 counts, hold, exhale 4 counts, repeat several times. Don't make it complicated. It's deep breathing. Mindfulness exercises. Focus on present moments of paying attention to your surroundings. Use your senses to observe sights, sounds, smells around you. You can also try like a body scan kind of thing where you focus on each part of your body and just check in with your body throughout your body, from your toes to your head, and notice any differences you're feeling or sensations, aches, pains that maybe you need to work on. With this next step, C, or this option, stretching, right? Stand up, stretch your arms, your legs, your neck, reach up towards the ceiling, lean towards, touching your toes, all that junk you did in gym. Guess what? In gym class, it may not have been the most useful thing, but as you get a little older, those movements can be really, really beneficial to release tension and increase blood flow. I know I got some sciatica going on in my leg these days. It causes a lot of pain with prolonged standing. And so I try and incorporate some stretches throughout my day for that. And so maybe that is how you take part of your break. Meditate for a few minutes. Take a few minutes, sit down quietly, close your eyes, focus and breathe. Don't get all woo-woo confused. Meditation is not hard, guys. Meditation is taking a quiet few moments to become very present, and you can be in the silence. You can just observe the world around you. You can be alone with your own thoughts. It's not complicated. Don't think it is. The last one you might try for those short breaks, just laughing. Watch a funny video. I used to do this a lot, right? Just turn on a 2-minute YouTube video or a 5-minute YouTube video of some sloth hugging somebody for moving up a tree or something, right? Funny things, right? Just fake some laughter even. Laughter has been shown to reduce stress and increase happiness. Taking short breaks throughout your day is essential for your physical and mental well-being. So incorporating these techniques like deep breathing, mindfulness, stretching, meditation, laughing, all this stuff can not only improve your productivity, but it lowers your stress levels, and it works both in the work situation and the home situation to help manage stress. Now, before we go any further, I wanted to share with you guys, I don't always tell you how much I love doing my podcast. Like, I passionately love what I'm doing. And one of the things that makes my life better as a podcaster is to work with a company like Grow Your Show. Grow Your Show is a one-stop podcast do-it-all. Now, I use Grow Your Show for my marketing, but Grow Your Show is literally a one-stop shop. You can record your episode and just drop it off with them, and they take it from there. It's amazing. If you are interested in picking up podcasting as a hobby, or maybe you're looking to expand your business and use podcasting in that aspect, talk to my friends over at Grow Your Show. Adam will take care of you. I guarantee it. I trust him. He's my friend. He's my business colleague, and I wouldn't trust anybody else with my show. Third strategy I want to share with you guys is seek support. Now, social support is crucial for managing stress as it helps us to reduce the negative impact of stress both physically and mentally. Research has shown that people who have strong support networks are better equipped to cope with stressful situations and are less likely to experience the negative effects of stress, such as anxiety or depression or physical health problems. Because yes, they are finally admitting that too much stress in your life has physical symptoms as well. So seeking out social support can take many forms. Depending on your individual needs and your circumstances, here are some suggestions for seeking out some support from friends, family, even mental health professionals. Talk to friends or family. Start by reaching out to the people in life who you feel most comfortable with, such as really close friends, like super close, like family kind of friends and family, and share your concerns or discuss what's causing stress. Sometimes simply talking to someone can help reduce the stress. If you're married, have those conversations with your spouse. Your spouse needs to know what's going on in your head and vice versa. And you talking about it will also free them up to talk about it as well. This will improve your relationship, which will also reduce your stress levels. And your relationship should be that kind of strong where you can have these conversations about what's bothering you and things that are stressing you out. You can join a support group. Support groups offer a safe or supportive environment to connect with others who are going through similar stuff. If you got that external trauma or that bigger thing going on in life, this may be a really great option for you. Likewise, you can also get involved with social groups. See, we have these negative connotations about support groups, but support groups don't have to look like an AA meeting. And there's nothing wrong with an AA meeting. Let me be very clear about that. All four are brothers over Alcohol Anonymous who are taking the steps to get their lives under control and the people who love and support them. But a support group may just look like, I go to a Bible study on Monday mornings. I love going to my Monday morning Bible study. We study the Bible. We aren't there specifically to deal with our stresses, but you know what? Having the support of those men I'm involved with has a massive impact as a support group in my life for lowering my stress levels. Seek professional help. If you're experiencing significant stress levels or mental health conditions, it may be helpful to seek a mental health professional. They can give you guidance, support, coping strategies. On the show, we've had several mental health professionals over the years, and so you can go back and look. There are resources online to find them. Consider other online resources as well. There are a variety of online resources available, such as online support groups and forums, therapy services, coaching services. These can be really useful. We have Fallible Nation that you can be a part of here on the Fallible Man, and you can connect with those there. And that's part of what that group is a place to connect with other men who are on similar journeys. And practice self-care. Finally, it's important to take care of yourself, both physically and mentally. And that can include things like exercise, healthy eating, et cetera, but we'll go more into that later. Remember that seeking out social support is a sign of strength, guys. It's not a weakness. You don't have to go alone. Lone wolf is a crap sell, and it's a romantic notion that's just stupid. It takes courage to reach out for help or to trust people enough to help you. So, don't try and go it alone if you're at a point where you need some help. It's okay. But in doing so, you can significantly positively impact your overall well-being and lower your stress levels. Strategy number 4 for you guys is to practice mindfulness. Now, mindfulness refers to the practice of intentionally focusing on the present moment and being fully engaged in one's experiences without judgment, distraction. It involves paying attention to one's thoughts, your feelings, your emotions, your physical sensations in a non-reactive way. You are acknowledging them, you are recognizing them, you're not reacting to them. Mindfulness has been shown to have numerous potential benefits for reducing stress, including increased self awareness and emotional regulation, reduced remuneration and worry, improved cognitive functioning and decision making habits, enhanced immune function. Yes, it actually will enhance your immune function and your physical health, and it decreases symptoms of anxiety and depression. So, how do we apply that as dads? Well, there are a lot of techniques for incorporating mindfulness into a daily practice in your life. As we talked about earlier, you can do some meditation, right? You can do some deep breathing, some mindful breathing, right? Those deep breaths. Maybe gratitude journaling. We've talked entirely a lot about gratitude on my channel because gratitude, having an attitude of gratitude, can deeply improve your life. So maybe involves writing down 3 things you're grateful for each day, which can help focus your attention and change your perspective into the positive aspects of your life. We talked about doing body scanning, right? That's a version of mindfulness when we were talking about that. How about mindful eating, right? We don't hear about this very often. We often hear about the non mindful eating that we do. But mindful eating involves paying close attention to the taste, the texture, and sensations of the food you eat, and just experiencing it at a fuller level, just being in that moment. There are a lot of techniques for incorporating mindfulness practices into your daily routine, and they can drastically help you reduce stress, improve well being, and enhance the overall quality of your life. How well do you sleep at night? Do you toss and turn and wake up more tired than when you went to bed? Sleep is commonly one of the critical elements people fall short on in their life. The quality of sleep you get directly affects your ability to control your weight, your ability to add muscle, your stress levels, and your everyday job and life performance. If you're ready to move to the next level, then sleep has to be part of the plan. Check out our friends at ghostbed.com if you're ready to get your best sleep. I love my ghost bed. I've been sleeping on one for a couple years and has made a huge difference in how I sleep. Hit ghostbed.com and use the code TheFallibleMan30 to get 30% off your order and start getting better night's sleep tomorrow. Now, let's go on to the show. Number 5, the 5th strategy I want to talk to you about is prioritizing self-care. Now, as a dad, it's easy to get caught up in the responsibilities of providing for your family and caring for your children, often to the point where we start neglecting our own well-being. This is actually just a very male habit, very masculine habit. However, it's important to remember that taking care of yourself is really crucial for being a good dad. When you prioritize your own self-care, you're better equipped to handle the demands of fatherhood and to be fully present with your family. Now, guys, I've experienced this deeply firsthand because I have some major injuries that have occurred in my life. And when I stop taking care of myself, I start to realize the extent of those injuries at a much more profound level in my own life. If I don't stay active, if I don't stay in the gym, those injuries actually have much larger ramifications, including not being able to run and play with my kids, not being able to necessarily pick them up the way I normally could, not being as active with them and being more lethargic. And it's due to a lot of injuries I've racked up over my life. But I find out exactly what happens when I stop prioritizing my self-care. So here's some practical ideas for self-care, guys. And those are just that's just the physical side of my self-care. Try setting some boundaries. It's important to establish boundaries to avoid burnout. This can mean setting aside designated time for work, family, and making sure your schedule's cleaned up. It also can involve delegating tasks to others or saying no to certain commitments that don't align with your priorities. B, pursue hobbies. Men need hobbies. It's a fact. Engaging in activities that you can enjoy can provide a sense of fulfillment. It will help you mentally and emotionally recharge. It could be playing sports, reading, gardening, or playing music. Finding a hobby that you're passionate about can help you relax and feel rejuvenated. And this is all important to stress management as a dad. C, try prioritizing sleep. Now, I've done an entire show about this, and one of my sponsors is ghostbed.com, right? You caught that earlier, probably. Getting enough rest is essential for maintaining physical and mental, and I'll go farther that emotional and spiritual health. Make sure you're getting 7 to 9 hours of sleep each night, and consider establishing a bedtime routine to help you wind down and help you get set up for that successful night's sleep. There's not an accident, guys. I reached out to ghostbed.com. Sleep Sleep is so critical to your health. In fact, you should go watch that show. I'll link it after this one if you're on YouTube. You should go listen to that show if you missed it. Uh, you will be profoundly disturbed at how much sleep impacts your life that you may not even realize it. Try exercise, right? We talked about that. That's part of self-care. Self-care. Try connecting with others. Well, we talked about that as well, but it's part of self-care, right? Maintaining those social connections can help reduce the stress and provide a sense of community. Make time to connect with friends. Join groups or clubs that interest you, volunteer for a cause you care about, connect with other people. It's part of self care. You actually need that. Like I said, the lone wolf thing is a load of crap. And try proper nutrition. Now, none of these should be real shockers, Dad. You're probably more than smart enough to know most of these things off the top of your head. But as a dad, we have a really nasty habit of eating a lot of junk on the go. How about cleaning up everybody's plate? I can guarantee you I've put on at least 20 pounds over that. I've actually managed to stop that habit in my life because I realized I had put on probably 20 pounds just cleaning up everyone's plate into my belly, especially at restaurants, right, Dad? Because, hey, it costs money and we don't want to throw that away. We don't want to waste the money. But just shoveling what we can in as we try and provide and keep going and go on the next thing, we're not necessarily getting the nutrient balance we need, which is really important in your life. You're not necessarily getting the amount of nutrition you need, which is important in your life for maintaining that health. And you're eating a lot of stuff you know you don't need anymore. And if you keep doing it, you won't be around helping anybody very long because it starts to seriously deteriorate your ability to help other people as your body diminishes. So taking care of yourself isn't selfish. It's actually critical. Self-care is critical. And by prioritizing self-care, you'll be better equipped to show up as the best version of yourself. Now, number 6, guys, and I generally try and keep Friday shows shorter, but dude, this is the secret sauce kind of tip. And even though it sounds a little weird, it's like huge, huge, like for the win kind of tip to help you lower your stress levels. Are you ready for this? Strategy number 6, schedule your kids. Kids can be chaos incarnate in our lives. All parents know it. It's just a matter of whether they're honest enough to admit it outside or not. Some parents still think they got to pretend they're perfect. But your kids live by a few rules. Like, if something ridiculous can happen, it will. Rule number 2, they'll approach you at the most inconvenient possible times ever. Rule number 3 is if they're too quiet, something bad is probably happening. Just a fact. Number 4 is if they shouldn't get into it or do it, they're going to try and find a way. Just how it works, curiosity. Number 5, this one's important. They need your attention, affection, love, and crave your approval and validation. Now, the secret sauce for de-stressing your life as a dad lies in that last one. By proactively scheduling in time to be present and involved with your children, you'll buy yourself stress relief for 4 reasons. Okay? Now, let me give you an example and then I'll explain. On Wednesday afternoons, from 4 o'clock in the afternoon until the end of my day, nothing else exists in my world except my children. I have other times I spend with them, but in my 7-day week, that block of time is exclusively theirs. I don't cook, I don't clean, I don't help around the house. We make snacks, we watch movies, we go do things, we go have dinner together. We do something together, and that time is exclusively theirs. I don't post it social media. I don't check my social media. I don't read emails. I don't take phone calls unless it's an emergency. That time is their time exclusively. Now, Here are 4 reasons that will help with your stress relief. Number 1, you're a good dad. You're always worried about being a good dad. And this will help you check that box and make you feel less stressed knowing that you have exclusively dedicated time with your children. So you don't always feel like you're just trying to cram it in, or that they're an afterthought, or that you're not spending enough time with them. Number 2 is by providing them with exclusive time in your schedule, they will not actively feel like they have to fight for your attention. Because of that, they're a lot likely to give you some leeway and not butt into things when you need to be doing something else. If they don't feel like they have to fight for your attention, for example, my daughter understand it's work time because they are an important engagement on my calendar, and I don't let things interrupt their time, right? I protect their time exclusively on my calendar. And so they're actively aware I've turned down speaking appearances, podcast appearances, and other things, several invitations from friends, dinners, all kinds of things in that time period because they're on my schedule and that's theirs. They count on it, they swear by it, they know it. And so when I have something else going on my calendar and they try to approach me, I'm like, it's work time. I've got meetings right now. I'm like, oh, okay. And they walk away and go do whatever they need to, or they go ask their mother, or if it's something where they can't ask another adult, they'll very quietly explain that there's nowhere else they can go to, or they don't have another option, right? It will still happen, but it happens a lot less. Number 4, or 3 on that is you're going to have a deeper relationship with your kids, and that will lower your stress levels. I promise you. The 4th part is it sets boundaries in your life. You're communicating to everybody that being a dad is a priority to you. You're communicating it to yourself because you've got it on your calendar and you've set it as sacred and non-negotiable. You're expressing that to your children. You're expressing that to your spouse. And you're expressing that to all the other people who you interact with on a regular basis. That will lower your stress levels because it's setting boundaries in your life and clearly communicating what you're prioritizing. Other people will take the hint. Now, guys, I shared with you 6 things, right? I got to scroll all the way back to the top of my notes because I don't have it right in front of me. You need to exercise. It will help. Okay. The science is in, not the faulty science, the actual science is in. It helps. You need to learn to schedule in breaks and take breaks. You need to have a good support structure. Practice some form of mindfulness. I used to make fun of mindfulness, but guys, it actually is incredibly valuable in my life now. And I can't share with you enough how much it can help your life. Prioritize your self-care. And really the secret sauce to this, guys, this is one of the best decisions I ever made in the course of my adult life as a father. One of the most powerful and best decisions I've ever made is to schedule time specifically, exclusively for my children. It has done amazing things in my life. And all these things combined will help with your stress levels. Remember, as a dad, your health and well-being are just as important as your family's. By incorporating these 6 strategies into your daily routine, you can reduce stress, you can improve your overall mood, you can be happier and healthier, and you're going to live a better life, a life that you want to live because you're not burned out or stressed out all the time, and you're not freaking out at your kids or your spouse because you're so stressed out. So don't be afraid to ask for help or to reach out for support. Like I said, you can come to Fallible Nation. That's part of the reason we have our Facebook group. We're also getting ready to unleash our new members only site, but I'll talk more about that later. Now, it's Friday, guys, so I'd love to share a review. So let me share. Vinny Positivo wrote us a 5-star review and said, I'll come back later and listen to a solid podcast with a strong point of view. I'm coming back to listen to more. Thank you, Vinny. I appreciate that. I appreciate that I could actually pronounce your username. If you've been on the show and you before, you know that cracks me up. Guys, are you ready to take the next step towards achieving your goals, transforming your life? Book a discovery call with me today, and let's work together to create a personalized plan that will help you reach your full potential. Don't wait any longer to start living the life you've always dreamed of. Click on the link down in the description or in the show notes. Schedule your call, and let's get started and help you live the life that you want to live with the Fallible Man Coaching Services. Guys, thanks for your time. I value your time. As always, be better tomorrow because of what you do today, and we'll see you on the next one.
This has been the Fallible Man Podcast, your home for everything man, husband, and father. Be sure to subscribe so you don't miss a show. Head over to www.thefallibleman.com for more content and get your own Fallible Man gear.